Yeah. Yes, ma'am. That Prasantoshina has been able to contact once again with the schools, headmasters, and all the students. Some of them contacts have been established with some of them. They have started registering with this system, and maybe we can start, and by this time they can they'll be joining. They started joining as well, so you can also start if you do permit.
What I say is just wait for 5 minutes. People will join. We've given the time 3 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah, we have you. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
I request everyone who is not speaking, kindly put your mic in mute mode. This I am seeing every time it is happening. People should take care of it. Their personal things comes out very much. Many of the meetings I am seeing that. Who are not speaking, kindly mute your mic.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay.
Every time it is happening, some because people are joining from home and all, it comes their personal things too much in the public forum. That one should avoid.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, we should.
This is for this year. This is the first program, or we did more also.
On earlier years, previous year we have conducted some lab visit program, bringing the students directly to CGCRI, where you can see some of the photos that the students are visiting of different R&D sections at CGCRI. But under this program, this is the first webinar under the CSIR-CGCRI model. This is the first time we are doing under your durations, and just started this. We have a program for year long, many programs for on popular topic. If the situation gets normalized, then we will invite students to see our facilities for a day or 2 days program, and some practical demonstrations of different aspects.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
So should we start?
Yeah, Dr. Prasanto, we can start.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we can start.
Dr. Anirban, start, na?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yes, now
So,
we can start.
Okay. So good afternoon, everybody. A hearty welcome to all of you on behalf of Director CSIR-CGCRI and Organizing Committee in today's inaugural lecture of virtual lecture series of CSIR-Jigyasa Student Scientist Connect program. This Jigyasa program is launched by Government of India with the objective of a new India mission and based on scientific social responsibility of scientific community and institutions. The word Jigyasa means curiosity, and thus the main objective of this program is to create inquisitive mind to students and connect their learning with the scientific application through interaction of scientists working in different research laboratories. Initially, the organizing committee had planned various programs like lab visit to school, including popular lecture series in physical mode. However, considering this pandemic situation and in order to maintain social distancing, the organizing committee has decided to initiate this with lecture series through virtual mode. So before starting, I would request you all to mute your microphone and switch off the camera so that the program can proceed without any disturbance. If you have any question during the lecture, please post your question in the chat box. So to start the program, it is my great pleasure to request our director, Madam Dr. Mrs. Suman Kumari Mishra, to inaugurate today's event by delivering a welcome address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Anirvan, for this today's program. I am very much delighted to see that we are going ahead with this very, very important event of a Government of India mission and also Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. We as a CSIR fraternity and also as a Central Glass and Ceramic Research Institute, it is very, very important that we have to disseminate the important things of the science to the society, and the society responsibility program is essential. Whether Government of India announces or not, but it is as a scientist, we all have a duty to tell the things to the people so that the scientific temperament is developed in the society. Scientific temperament means it's not only doing experiment, but also the thinking. Whatever we do, there is a scientific temperament. That means we will be inquisitive. What are the things is going to happen? Why it is happening? Not just accepting whether it is a right or it is a wrong. That is very, very important. That this particular program has been, though has a different mission also, so that more and more students come to know the scientific development of India as well as the different science where the students should learn, and they come to science. It requires to the nation, all students, they are the shoulder. They are the person who will take this nation to much, much higher heights. And remember, in India, if we talk about India, many of the scientists are doing many things. There are many development, but still there are things which needs to be developed. So this program has a 2-3 objective as I understand. First, all the students of the higher studies means in schooling, that is 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, who are here joined with us, and the teachers, I welcome you from my heart, that kindly do attend all the time. Different programs will be happening throughout the year, and do attend. It will be surely beneficial to the students as well as the teacher, and also it is able to virtual has a one more advantage, that we can connect to quite remote places also, because if nothing is there, mobile is there with everybody. This is the one beauty of it. And so like this, we should be able to connect to many students, many teachers, and all student and teachers also has a responsibility to understand them. Any question is there, explain to the students, come to us. We will be there to explain to you. We will be there to assist the few of the students' temperament based on their interest, and we look forward to such thing. But of course, we have also limitation. We cannot
Madam, you have been muted.
Madam, please mute. Please unmute, ma'am.
I am very sorry. I went on talking and nobody could hear.
No. Just fraction of a second it happened.
Oh, okay, okay. So this is teachers and students. It is you have a responsibility, while we have a responsibility to disseminate more and more knowledge, information which is happening today, and what are the important things, how the even how the science is going to take further and requirements, because India has many things we are.
Madam, please unmute, ma'am. Please unmute. So this we will be working together on some specific things as well. This we are going to invite many well-learned in different fields of the science and society also, maybe, to learn so that those ideas can be disseminated, those how the students can grow, how they can take up the career, what are the different important problems of science. So it will have a wide variety of it. Along with that, the important to the students, how to perform a new. I don't know why it is every time going unmute. I have no idea, Siddhendu. It is going. Okay, no problem. No
So,
problem. We are hearing you properly.
Okay. So different online, because we are not able to, different online experiments will be there for the students, which our scientists together along with the teachers, they can formulate and they can show it. And in this series, we are going to invite many who have a very good experience at different levels, at school level, at college level, at lab level, at society level, who can really give a exposure to different things to this particular gathering. Students, you are the jewel of the country, and we are depending on you. I am sure through this programs. Hello. You will.
আচ্ছা না ওইটা আমি জানতে পারিনি তো। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি স্যার বলে দেরি করে দিচ্ছি। ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে। আর এটা আমি পাঠিয়ে ও তো সমাপ্ত আছে তো পাঠিয়েছি। ঠিক আছে।
Please,
Okay.
who is not speaking, you please mute your mic. It disturbs others. And I am very glad to see that Dr. Mahendra Pandey has kindly accepted to deliver today's lecture. Many thank you, sir. I welcome you on my personal behalf as well as on my CGCRI behalf, CSIR behalf. That because of you people accept us to give a good lectures, because you are the experience in your party, that is very helpful to the students. So we are looking forward to hear from you. Thank you so much. And again, I welcome to all the participants here, my colleagues from CSIR, my colleagues from different labs of CSIR, my colleague of CGCRI, different teachers from the school, and the students. Once again, I welcome you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam, for your brief and encouraging remarks, which I think has provided us a perfect platform to start our today's program. So now I would like to request Sri Shitendu Mondol, Chief Scientist, Head of Specialty Glass Division and Jigyasa Nodal, to kindly elaborate the objectives of CSIR-Jigyasa program to the audience. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Anirban. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all of you. Respected Director, respected Dr. Himan Pandey, our chief guest, who has given his kind consent to deliver the keynote lecture on this particular event relating to creation of science, propagation of the science, awareness of the science among the young minds, among the school children. We are very grateful, sir. The respected CSR directors, all the dignitaries, respected teachers, students who have joined to this particular Jigyasa program. I believe you are all well, and considering all the pandemic situations right now, you have joined to this particular program organized by CGCRI as a part of the CSIR-CGCRI program. where Dr. Himan Pandey and many other dignitaries are present in this program. You will be enriching with the deliberations of what exactly the program speaks about the CSIR's innovative thinking process relating to the science in the process of the CSIR-CGCRI nodal program. As you know that CSIR has taken a very vast program. We are doing many research jobs. We are doing many science-oriented activities. We are developing many products. We are developing technology. Technology has been disseminated to meet the national requirement, to the country's requirement. But the students, particularly the urban students, the rural sectors, they are not much aware of what India is doing, what India has taken program for the futuristic directions pertaining to the science and technology. The major objective of this particular program is to make awareness of the particular science-oriented activities amongst the rural students, the remote areas, to propagate the science, to disseminate the science, and actually to make them understand about the research activities so that they can become the scientist, as the scientist of CSIR of 38 laboratories. So that's the basic reason that we want to bring the scientists in the coming years to serve the nation, to serve the country, to take the science in the frontier areas of science and technology, so that we have the different strategically programs, different health-oriented programs, different social programs meeting the total requirement of the nations of the country, so that we can propagate the scientific slogan, the scientific art to the remote areas. The model as CSIR has chosen, and which has been the brainchild of our Honorable Minister, Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan, and it was matured under his endeavor, and a memorandum of understanding was signed basically with the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan initially to propagate this particular program with all the 1,151 Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathans with the 38 CSIR laboratories, where we have targeted the 10,000, 1 lakh students and 1,000 teachers will participate in this particular program along the year. So the CGCRI of different laboratories under CSIR system, they have started the program. CGCRI is just started, and this is the first program of this model. Is an webinar. Physically, it would have been better because we could have shown different models of the science in physical mode, but the pandemic situation is not allowing us. So whatever the best way we can demonstrate the different types of the lectures, the different types of the laboratories tools for a practical demonstration of different aspects of the science and technology, CGCRI is doing at present, and the total applied research program is being pursued at CGCRI. So let us start with the CGCRI's activities, meeting the requirement of the country, of the nation, how CGCRI, being a pioneer research laboratory under CSIR, is serving the nation in the different way, in a different model, in a different hybrid and composite model CGCRI is serving. So that should be shown to the different students. So initially under this model, the scientists of the CGCRI, because CGCRI has organized this program, the scientists should act as a teachers. And while propagating this particular program under this model, later on the teachers will act as a scientist, and after that, the students, maybe they will be grown up to the scientist level, and they can serve the nation by serving the CSIR system. So it's basically an awareness. We want to have the different scientific models, and that models has to be very effectively propagated to the young minds, to the school children, so that they can see, they can realize, they can visualize what exactly happening, and in what way the CSIR labs are performing their services, their duties to serve the nation, to serve the country, to protect the country from the different unwanted forces and unwanted systems. so that our country remains protected in every corners and in different directions. So that's the basic purpose of this. As a first attempt, we have Dr. Himan Pandey. He is very cordial to the students, and his deliberations and the practical demonstration is extremely well. We have seen him in a very proactive way that he has delivered his lecture in the Student Science Village program in connecting with the India International Science Festival, which is also the brainchild of our Honorable Minister, Dr. Harshvardhan. So that time it took place in Kolkata, and CGCRI has been given the prime responsibility to take care of this particular program, Student Science Village, where nearly 3,000 students participated from all over the country. And in one of the houses of our Student Science Village, Dr. Pandey has demonstrated his very good deliberations and lectures as well. So basically, it's a connecting program between why the science is there, how the science is playing a very role, and in what way the science is giving and how it is serving the nation. So in this model, we want to have many things that will be shared with all of you in the form of a theoretical lectures, in the form of a practical demonstrations, and definitely at one point of time, the situation will be getting normalized. And during that time, in a phase-wise, we will bring and we will invite the students and the teachers to visit CGCRI to see the practically what is exactly happening for serving the nation by CGCRI. CGCRI, CSIR, this Jigyasa model is the first time, and I wish the program a grand success. My sincere thanks and my congratulations to the entire team of CSIR-CGCRI consists of the young brigade, young stars of CGCRI under the leadership of Dr. Prashant Kumar Sinha, and he has taken a very pivotal role in bringing this particular event to this stage where we are presenting ourselves, where we are seeing our encouraging words and encouragement, proper encouragement from our director, madam, and the inspiration tool. And from Dr. Himan Pandey, you will be listening to him, and he has been an instrumental in this direction. I believe you will all enjoy his deliberations, and please careful in listening to him, so that one day you can speak from your school in such forum that yes, being a class 12 student, I can also say something about the science oriented program, being inspired by the inspiring lectures to be delivered by Dr. Himan Pandey shortly after my introductions. I remain very grateful to Dr. Himan Pandey. He has given his kind consent to be with us at this point of time, and definitely we are eagerly waiting to listen to you, sir. Thank you very much, and whenever the situation gets normalized, we will invite you for some practical demonstration at CSIR-CGCRI. We are very much grateful to our director, madam. He has given his consent to be with us, and we are really grateful, and the students are really got some encouraging words from our director, madam, and that inspires the young minds to become a scientist of the CSR system. Thank you very much. I wish all the best, and I wish all the students that they can do much better what we are doing at present in near future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again, and wish the program a grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your nice deliberation, which I think enlightened all the participants about the goal of this program. And now all the participants are eager to listen our next lecture, today's next lecture. So before asking sir, I would like to request Dr. Prashant Kumar Sinha, Senior Principal Scientist, Head Analytical Chemistry Division, and Jigyasa Conodal, to kindly introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. Himan Pandey sir, to the audience. Over to Dr. Sinha. Sir, you are muted. Dr. Sinha, you are muted. Please unmute yourself.
Okay.
Now it's okay. Thank you, anyone. Good afternoon. Today, amongst us is present a man so extraordinary that he does not require any separate introduction, but it is my responsibility to introduce him to all of you. So, allow me to bring the spotlight on our esteemed speaker, Dr. Himan Pandey, a man who is not only a great person, but whose achievements in his line of work are unparalleled. He has been an inspiration for young minds of our country and has dedicated his life to improve the student of this nation. One of his primary objectives is to evoke and intensify scientific temper in the youth. For the past 20 years, Dr. Pandey has been involved in IRIS, which is Initiative for Research and Innovatives in Science program organized by Intel Education in association with Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. In 2015, he was involved in International Science and Engineering Fair, ISEA, held at Pittsburgh, USA, where he played an important role for both as a mentor and a teacher in training the students. In 2018, he accompanied Team India to Gabon, Botswana as a teacher guide, and the same year when India won 5 gold medals and secured the second position against several other countries. Dr. Pandey performed Chemical Magic Show as a series of innovative chemical experiments in various parts of India during the International Year of Chemistry. This show was acclaimed internationally, and he was involved to perform the same at a grand ceremony held in Brussels, Belgium. He has been nominated as a mentor of Auto Innovation Mission and Auto Tinkering Lab. Recently, he took retirement from Hislop College, Nagpur, after a long service of 38 years, where he was HOD in chemistry. Vice President of Association of Chemistry Teachers, Mumbai, he has been crucial in conducting National Talent Search Examination residential workshop for the past several years. We are very delighted to have such an amazing personality with us today. I would now request him to deliver his lecture that we all have been eagerly waiting. Dr. Pandey, please. What do you
Thank
say?
you. Thank you very much, sir. Let me thank first you to introduce me in a very nice way. Thank you very much, Dr. Suman Kumari Mishra. Your introduction was very well. And Dr. Mandal, I'm really, because when I saw you on the screen, I remember all those days which I spent with you. Anyway, so now I'm going to start my sharing of my presentation, and then let me take you to a journey of a successful students of India. These students, they brought laurel to India during international competition. And you can be a part of it. You can be a Team India member, and you can contribute lot of things to the research. So in short, I'm going to tell you the journey which all those successful students they have followed, and expect that you will also follow the similar kind of the thing and definitely bring laurel to an India. Okay, so let me start with the sharing. Desktop windows and so is it there on the slide?
No, sir.
Yes, it has come. Yes, sir.
You can just go through slideshow mode.
Yes.
Yes, perfect, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Sir, can you unmute you? Dr. Pandey? Yeah, Dr. Pandey, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wait. Now, is it coming?
Yes, sir.
It's coming?
Yes, yes. You can make it full screen.
Right. So this is the institution which is dedicated to the research in glass and ceramic. We know glass. Glass has certain problem. Ceramic certain have problem. But these people, they try, the scientists here, they try to improve the properties of the glass and the ceramic and this kind of the research. It's a worth watching what they do. Okay. So now let us start a journey. In a science, most important is the power of question. It come to our mind. Because if I want to develop science, there is some echo is coming. I don't know why. Is that echo is coming? Some echo is coming.
There are some echo is coming.
Why this echo?
প্রশান্ত একটু দেখতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ, এই অনেক ছিল।
So these technical problems are always there. Don't worry about. So the question is something which is very important. As a science student, as a science learner, I must start asking questions to myself, my teachers, my parents, my friends. So these questions that help you to develop a scientific temper. And this scientific temper will definitely make you a great scientist. How? Let us see the journey. Now, this is a puzzle which my teacher has given long back in 1917. In case if you have a paper and pen, just draw the 9 dots. Just try it. These 9 dots and the condition which was given to us that you had to connect all these points by 4 straight lines without lifting pen. Mind, 4 straight lines and that too continuous without lifting a plane. So this puzzle was really a puzzle for us. He gave us 1 week. We tried, we couldn't solve it. But here I'm going to show you the answer. And the answer is like this. This is the first slide, second, third, and fourth. See, without going out of the box, let me go back. See, we imagine a boundary around these 9 dots, and we try to find out the answer there. So it's a kind of a box. We think in a box itself, and we try to get answer. But unfortunately, we cannot get any answer unless we go out of box. And that is what is an area we call it as out of box. So if I want to do something, if I want to achieve something, if I want to be a successful person, then I must think out of box. And that is what many students of India, they thought, and therefore they got what normally students do not achieve. Okay, so that is what we are going to see. See, as we grow, we heard this word, inventions, discoveries, innovation. But innovation come much later in our life. But in our school, our teacher teaches what is invention, what is discovery, how can you identify whether this is invention or discovery. But then innovation is something slightly different than both of these. So let us see what exactly is it. Now there are some simple inventions that change the world. And I'm just trying to show you some of the examples. The one, the tape, the sticking tape, this was invented almost 200 years before, but still it is in existence. That is for sticking the thing. Glue. Glue has an history of around 300 to 400 years before. Still we are using the similar material for sticking the paper or whatever the thing. The picture which I have shown is a synthetic glue. Now earlier we used to get a glue from the natural, the plants, but now the glue we can prepare in the laboratory. The nail, to fixing something, the nail, that was a simple invention. I'm just talking about simple invention. The safety matches. There is a lot of changes took place. If you go through the history of safety matches, you will be able to understand what were the problems in the earlier matches and now how the matchbox now is very safe. So they go on modifying, and these modification we call it as innovations. So first there was an invention, and then for making things more and more comfortable, cost effective, we go on changing it. And such change in a simple language can be called as innovation. The paper clip. This paper clip is around 250 years before. I hope this picture will make it very clear. This is a pin. This pin also is similar to the paper pin. And these two things have been prepared from a simple wire. An 8 centimeter wire which has been coiled in such a way to hold the papers. Is it not something which is a very simple invention but which has changed the world? Since last 200 years, these things we are using and using. So now we are coming to the innovation, because thinking out of box is nothing but the innovation. In a box, if you think, that is not innovation. So this, let me put it in a different way. Let us talk about idea. For an innovation, one must get some idea. And from where we can get this idea is on the basis of observation. We look at the things around, but just we look at, we never give thinking. So observation with critical thinking, that help us to raise a question. And this question finally lead to an idea. So try to understand, you have to develop an habit of observing the things. critically thinking about these observations and finally coming out with certain questions. And from these questions, you will get some striking, some beautiful idea. And this idea can be converted into a project. And that is what the project is, what I would like to say. That is what we had to do it. Okay. So, idea to project. This journey is also not very easy. Once we are able to get observed, I'm going to give examples, don't worry about. So once we have the observation, critical thinking, question, and coming out with an idea, this idea we want to convert into some project. But the journey is not easy. What we have to do is that we need to have a survey. I will take a very simple example. That example of a girl, she was traveling to her village and she saw lot of that what we call it as a weed, green Congress grass, the white flowers, green leaves and white flowers and huge number of plants. And that is a weed that creates a problem. So she used to saw that. But then she could see under certain tree, a particular tree, there was no growth of Congress grass. That was her observation. She started thinking about why under this plant the Congress grass is not growing. Everywhere there is a Congress grass, but not below this plant. So that raised a question. What is the reason? All right. And from there she got an idea. Idea is that this plant has something to do with Congress grass, and therefore Congress grass is not growing. So she went on making a survey. Now, what survey means? Basically, earlier we had a problem that we had to make a literature survey. For that, we had to refer a lot of journals. All right. But nowadays, we have a Google Guru with us. If you type a question, you get an answer. So, survey means collecting in existing information. Whatever the information which is in existing, that information we have to collect. So, once you develop idea, and we want to form a project, so we have to collect lot of information, and this information you can get it from your teachers, parents, friends, and Google Guru. And on the basis of this information, you have to plan something. Plan something means what? You have to plan experiment. So that girl, she started planning an experiment to see which part of this plant is preventing Congress grass to grow. So she went on planning. She planned experiment. She did experiments. And on the basis of experimental observation, she noted down observation and came to the conclusion. And that is nothing but her project. Because of this project, her name has been given to the little star in sky. All right. So idea is converted into project. For that, we need to have a survey, planning of experiment, doing of experiment, observations, that is noting out the observations and making conclusion. Once this project is formed, now, then that will give you a more responsibility. This project has to be converted into product. A technology should be applied. And this technology, when we are applying, we need to take care of a cost. the comfort, all these kind of the things, so that the product can come into the market. Don't worry. I'm giving you lot of examples where all these things you will be able to understand and more clearly. So, in a scientific research, the people, they start with the idea, which is from the observation, critical thinking, and the questioning. They get it into project. For that, they did survey, planning, they do experiment, they or make observations, and from project, they now try to obtain a product. And while obtaining product, they look for the cost and comfort, and this is nothing but we call it as innovation. So let me give you some of the beautiful examples to you so that you can get an idea about. This is a girl, Madhurima. Of course, now she is not a girl. Now she is a scientist. She got an idea from biopesticide from custard apple seed. This is a custard apple. This will love to eat. The seeds, and these seeds have a biopesticide. Now, how she got an idea about? There must be some observation. She must have seen. So what she has seen, the custard apple people never get infected by any kind of the infection. So what is the reason? So there must be some inbuilt kind of the material inside. Okay, so that is how she tried. She did experiment and she got the product, the project, and from that she got a product. She prepared a natural biopesticide and she used to sell it. Okay, this is second one. Sarvesh Rathore. He is from MP, Madhya Pradesh. Shellac, shellac is I have shown the picture. This is produced by this kind of the insect. Let me have ballpoint pen. Okay, this is the insect. This insect produce on the plants this shellac. And there are shellac industries in MP Raipur particularly. And the observation what he made, I'm just talking about observation. The observation what he made, there was a waste, huge waste of the shellac, and he could see the plants around this huge shellac waste were naturally grown well. Sorry, मैडम मैं 10 मिनट के बाद फोन करता हूं. I'm on the webinar. Okay. So the plants were grown. So why the plant has a very healthy growth around? So he did the project and finally he came out with certain material which as a micronutrient, if you give to plant, the plant grows very well. So it has helped agriculture. Yes, Joshi, he is from Mumbai. Mumbai has a lot of problem, particularly plastic waste. A Ganesh festival, there is a lot of, like Durga festival in your case. So there is a reprocessing of plastic waste during Gesta festival. So what idea he got it and what he did, a device he prepared where you can compress and melt plastic, and the molten plastic is converted into pellets. These pellets can be used again to produce a plastic. So recycling of the plastic, that was a wonderful idea he has, and he's right now manufacturing those instruments, and that cost hardly around 800 rupees, and that is available, so that you can easily recycle the plastic at home. So at source itself, you can recycle the plastic. Okay. Now this is very interesting. Bhushan Mardik, again he's from Mumbai. I have shown some pictures. This is one picture. This is a oil lamp. Normally during Diwali or festival we use it. We use different oils. He was trying to work on, look at the luminosity of each flame. Which oil gives better light? That was coming to his mind during Diwali festival, that
yourself.
Can you unmute yourself?
You are muted.
Dr. Pandey, can you unmute? Dr. Pandey. Dr. Pandey. Prasanta, can you call him?
Okay, I'm calling.
Dr. Pandey, can you unmute? Dr. Pandey.
yeah, I did that. Now my presentation is there?
No.
Is it there?
No.
No. Just wait. So something is wrong again.
Yeah. Now it is clear.
Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Slideshow, I had to make it right. So let me start with the journey of the Bhushan Mardik. He wanted to study luminosity of different oil lamps using different oils. But then he could see there is a lot of soot, and the variety of the soot is generated. So he just gave the sample for testing to a laboratory, and what he found, that there is a carbon nanotube. So it is the cheapest source of carbon nanotubes, which has replaced lot of copper wiring inside the electrical and electronic gadgets. So nowadays, whatever the TVs we are getting, LED TVs, what is there inside are the carbon nanotube. So it was a revolutionary research based on simple observation. See, he has not neglected the formation of the soot. He has given a planned experiment and he was able to get a carbon nanotube. This is also a very simple example of a simple research. The articles which I have shown, they are nothing but that is a mats and all that thing prepared from kusha grass. These kusha grass roots particularly have a property to remove termites. Termites, it goes on eating wood, dangerous for a wood. So what this girl, Vaishnavi, what she has done, she has seen termicidal properties of the krusha grass. Because where there were krusha grasses there is no termites. So that was her observation. So on the basis of observation, she was able to prepare an extract, and that is the product which is available in the market. So there are several examples, but let me escape because I'm just taking more time. Some of the examples. Now this is something very important. She is from Gujarat. You can see the picture, the sneakers and whatever the things are. This plastic has a metal coating and therefore it cannot be recycled. So she has given a method to recycle such plastic, and that's why her name has been given to a little star above the skin. See, this is an excellent prize she got it. Again, I don't know, automatically it unmute. So Ankur also did the same with the Rexing. Now he's from Kolkata. 2 times he participated in international. The first participation was a designing of a novel, low cost, easy to use, auto disposable syringe. I do not know whether you ever felt this problem. The syringes which nowadays we are using, these syringes were reused earlier, and that is very dangerous. So he has designed such a syringe that once you give one dose, that syringe will not be operated. If we had to throw it, there is no other alternative. That was one of the projects. See, this is again on the basis of the observation. He look at the syringe. Some people, they are using the, say, washing and again using the syringe. Similarly, he has done another project on mathematics, that is integer partitions and sequences. It was a wonderful kind of thing. The best award which we got at international level is Raghavendra Ramchandra. The molecule which I have shown on the left, extreme left, it's a big molecule, and that molecule is known as Taxol. This fellow's grandfather was suffering from cancer. Doctor suggested to bring an injection. That injection was very costly. So he looked at what is the content, what are the contents of this injection. And he could see that one compound that is known as a Taxol, this is costly compound. This is obtained from the nature, but then percentage present is very less. So extraction of this compound from the natural plant leaves is a difficult process and costly process, and therefore this injection used to cost more. So he thought, can I follow a synthetic member? Can I prepare it synthetically in the laboratory? He looked at the structure. The structure was like this. What he did, he made 4 portions and then he synthesized with the help of IIT Chennai, and the cost is reduced from around 10,000 per gram to 2,000 per gram. See, because he's look at the molecule, because the problem he faced, observation was very clear on the basis of the prescription given. Then he went on doing survey. He got the molecule, he got the process, and finally he synthesized, and the cost has been reduced. So that is a product. So now the process, he got a patent, and that is there. The another project was very interesting. It's a deoxygenation of carbohydrate. This deoxygenation of carbohydrate, you know the formula glucose C6H12O6. If I remove 6 oxygen, what is left? C6H12, which is nothing but hydrocarbon. All our fuel, CNG, LPG, petrol, diesel, all these are nothing but mixture of hydrocarbon. So directly what he is trying to suggest, you take a glucose, remove oxygen, prepare pet fuel. So simple. And because of this, Raghavendra was invited to Stockholm on 10th December. 10 December is the day when Nobel Prize distribution takes place. He was invited for a dinner with Nobel Prize. That was an award. So right now he is a scientist working in Germany. This is something very interesting. Two girls, Shreya Nandi and Kopal Gupta, and in 2014, and Ishani Gumar and Kanak Bhargav. They have done wonderful work. The picture I have shown, pesticide detection and removal kit. She has prepared a pesticide detection and removal kit. But what is the problem? The vegetables and the fruits which your mother is bringing at home, she wash it several times, assuming that the dust and the pesticide applied on the surface have been removed. But whether it actually takes place or not, we do not know. That was a question coming to their mind. So what they did, they prepared a kit, a paper strip inside, that if you touch to the skin, it changes color if pesticide is present above permissible level. That is dangerous for the consumption. And that is what, and it's cost hardly 62 rupees. The another similar project, this is what you may not be able to see, but then there are two different. This is by Ishani Gumar and Kanak Bhargava. They were working on, they read a newspaper that the mangoes and the bananas, which we are able to get in market, they have been artificially ripened by using calcium carbide. This calcium carbide generates acetylene with the moisture, and this acetylene start the process of ripening. But that is dangerous, and it has been proved that this is carcinogenic in nature. Carcinogenic means cancer initiator. Right. So they had a question in a mind. Again, I'm coming to the question. How to know, how to identify whether it is naturally ripened banana or artificially ripened banana? Because if I do not have any tool in my hand, then I will be consuming unnecessarily the carbide ripened fruit. So they continue with an experiment. Of course, for this, I was a mentor. So we went on carrying the chromatograms and all that thing. And you can see clear difference. So they there was a solution of chemicals on the piece of paper. They prepare strips, and the strips, if you touch it with the pulp, we get distinct patterns. And on the basis of pattern, we can easily identify whether it is naturally ripened and artificially ripened. So they got a patent, and they have started producing these strips. So it will be easier for us to identify naturally or artificially ripened fruits. So these are the problems. The problems are we have to observe. See, because we never see around. So that is what I said. Only observation is not important. Along with the observation, critical thinking. Why? How? Questioning. That question should come to mind. And from question, definitely you can go on forming a project. Well, I will escape some of these things. This also I will escape. This is what is from, Prashant is from Jamshedpur. His project was biodegradation of certain kind of the remediation using the soil bacteria. I mean, the bacteria, particularly his bacteria. Anyway, these are some of the projects I will just avoid because I would like to give you more time for your interaction. These are this year's project. See, this is a very interesting project. All right. Say, particularly Parkinson disease, their hands are not stable. So she has prepared certain hand gloves with certain electronic gadget. and so that we can easily understand the level of tremors which are coming. So that can be profile, the tremor profile, and she was given a very good award for that. So similarly, there are several such kind of the projects are there. All right, he's Rawat from Uttarakhand. So lot of subject categories and all that things and details are there. So these are the students who are really bright students. Now let me come to this one. Mohammad Sohail, he got a Pradhan Mantri Bal Shakti Puraskar last year for exceptional achievement. So what he has achieved? What he has achieved is he has participated in IRIS and IACF and won most wonderful prize. What he did? He developed a non-invasive. Non-invasive means that will not be put injection, without injection. So non-invasive predictive method for diagnosing pre-symptomatic protein energy malnutrition. Let me make it simple. Malnutrition, particularly protein in hilly region, it happens. We do not have the habit of eating balanced diet. We love to eat the pizzas and whatever things which is not a balanced diet. All right. So because of that, there is a protein malnutrition. So to identify this protein nutrition, the blood has to be taken out. And this blood, when pathology lab analyze it, then we understand whether there is a malnutrition or not. So this Mohammed, he has done a simple paper strip prose. Actually, it's very simple. Those who understand little biochemistry, the percentage of amylase, it changes. Amylase is used in protein management. So this amylase percentage varies in a saliva. So you put a drop of saliva on the piece of paper and you see if it changes color, definitely there is a malnutrition. So simple. It's a 2 rupees cost. All right. And therefore, he was awarded with this. He is not the only person. Such brilliant mind. There are many every year they get it. This is one example which I am putting here. So what I was trying to tell you is that there is a question. From the question, there is a project, and from the project, there is a product. So this product will change the life. So question based on observations, that is one important thing. We have to collect relevant information. You have to make an hypothesis. You have to plan experiment, noting observation, collecting and interpreting data, and come to the conclusion. All these steps they have followed, and therefore they are very successful, and they brought laurels to India. There are several what we call it as opportunities to you. One is the National Innovation Foundation, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Ignite Award. All right, to promote creativity, Jigyasa. All right, originate in children. So that is Ignite. So this is also is a opportunity for you to participate and to show your talent. Atal Tinkering Marathon. This is another very important kind of the activity where government is sponsored. CSIR Innovation Award. That you can get inquiry at CRI. CSR Innovation Award is given for the school children, particularly class 11 student. All right. So these students, 1 lakh for their innovation idea. You visit CSR site, look for Innovation Award, you will get entire information. Then National Council of Education, NCERT, Central Board of Secondary Education, Jawaharlal Nehru National Science Mathematics Environmental Exhibition. There are several exhibitions that gives you opportunity to show your talent. National Children's Science Congress, Inspire Award, Manak. Some of you might have participated also, but then the project should not be copy-paste. The project should be original with innovation. So then you go ahead. So all these projects finally come to IRIS. Whatever I told you about Inspire, NCRT, CBSE, they finally merge into IRIS. And what IRIS does, it provides you an opportunity to get recognized on the world stage. Because IRIS can send you to the international competition. It inspires research and innovation in the field of science, and it mentors. Means once your project is selected, you don't worry, we are there. We mentor your project. Okay. So Broadcom, Extemplar, and Indo-US Science and Technology Forum, they are the partners of this project, IRIS project. I'll just talk about IRIS in short. Okay, so these exhibitions, they are the part of it. So 5 most influential school level science fair, they are finally coming to the IRIS. The participation eligibility, their criteria, there are 2 criteria, 5th to 8th standard. All right, they get special award and the Broadcom Master Award. And senior categories 9 to 12, they compete for participation at ISEF, that is India International Science and Engineering Fair, that is held in US every year. This is what is a roadmap. Normally December we have the IRIS National Fair. The dates are open. Once you look at, you will be able to get an idea. If you have the idea, you convert into project and participate in the December. All right. In November, of course, we start project monitoring. All right. September, October, we receive the project. So September, October is the date normally where you can apply, and that will be shortlisted in the November, and finally December you will reach to the IRIS National Fair. And we do IRIS National Mentoring Camp, January to April. So this is what we'll go on doing. So secret in short, I am coming close. Select your topic. You have to think about the topic. On what basis you will think? You will observe critical thinking and what I said, question. Then you collect information, that is literature survey, make a plan. On the basis of plan, you make an hypothesis. Design experiment, do experiment. Very important, because without experiment, science cannot be proved. So you'll have to do the experiment. You record your observation. You prepare a rough copy, go on writing whatever you observe. All right, let me take an example. Suppose you want to study the effect of magnet on the growth of the plant. So if you have the magnets of different strength and you have selected a plant, so you will see that one plant is growing more than another. So the height is 1 feet or 1.1 feet or 1.2 feet. So all these records here. Then you need to have a guide, and guide should be of the concerned field. Suppose you want to do some research on glass material. You want to make a conducting glass. All right. The glass which we are using is non-conducting. Or you want a color changing glass. Suppose you have some idea. So you need a guide. From where you will get a guide? You will contact this institute. So there are so many scientists. So they will be able to help you to make a project, because they get due reward also. Then calculation, summarize result, make conclusions, and most important, cost feasibility. Check cost feasibility. See this picture. This picture I could see on the scooter, the goat is standing and eating. All right. So if it can, why not we? We can also innovate. All right. So innovation is really great, adventure and fun. So I would like to show you one small video and then I will stop, then it will be to you. So look at this video.
তাহলে কথাটা আমার লাগিয়ে দিয়েছে, আমি একটু শোবো ঘুমাবো। একটু ওপরে তুলে দিয়েছো, কালোটাই লাগছে।
Dr. Pandey?
Yes, sir.
Coming. Audio is not coming.
Voice is not coming?
Voice is not coming.
I don't know. I'll check it. Anyway, we can escape also because that is available on the net. Now it's coming? Voice is coming?
No, sir. Voice is not coming.
Okay. Okay. Let them go through the slide. So this is the site where you can get lot of information. And I believe that majority of you through CGCRI will be able to participate. Not only the students, but I am talking about the most of the scientists can be a mentor, because lot of work has to be done in glass and ceramics. So thank you very much. And I think I should close my presentation and open to the questions.
Yeah, Anirban, can you?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much for your thought-provoking and encouraging lecture. And I am sure there are many questions from students and other participants. So considering the time span, we may take 5-6 questions. We are checking now in the comment box, but we are not getting. So I think I request the participant to raise hand. There raise hand option. So you click on that and put your say your question one by one. It is a session for question and answer. I'm also looking in the comment box if there are any questions from student and other participant side.
But it always happens. Questions do not come fast. They come slowly because it requires thinking.
Yeah. That's a correct thing you have.
Sir, what are
you have correctly clicked that it comes slowly.
Yeah, because it requires thinking.
Pick it up, they have to realize, and then only.
Sir, there is a question. Sir, there is a question.
Yeah.
What is the topic? What are the one student asks a question? What are the topics they can select for making a project?
See, you had to visit Iris National Fair. All right, the slide which I sent, www.irisnationalfair, 21 subject category. So many categories are there. So you select of your choice. All right. Right now they can register also. So there is a webinar going on. Lot of webinars on subject wise. So they can get an idea about this is of my interest. So there I can be a participate or I can select the project in that area.
Okay, Roktim, do you understand? This is a question from Roktim. So he is looking.
Sir.
Okay. And any question, please?
Yeah, Prasanto,
On comments, sir, your speech was very inspiring. Thank you. So another question, sir, can we directly register from that site for individual link, individual like us? So individually register, sir.
Yeah, you can.
Or from school or from institute.
No. As an individual.
Individual student can register.
Yes.
Okay. So
basically it's a government of India. So that is open to all children.
There is another question. So if we actually come up with the idea how to communicate them to the world, how shall we take them to a bigger scale? Another question. If
That is the IRIS is providing you a platform. So your idea you convert into project and participate in the IRIS National Fair. Once you have been selected, then that will be mentored and that will go to the international level. So you will have to work from idea to project. And that is what you have to do it with the help of your mentor. So mentor can be your parents or your teacher or any scientist you know.
Okay, sir. Another question. Angsuman Ghosh, his student, sir, where can we find all these data? So
It's an IRIS National Fair.
that website only they can find.
On website, everything. Even the videos, the video which I have shown, that also is there on that site.
Okay. Can anyone who is doing research after MSc participate in the fair? The fair, international fair, he was talking about that.
After doing research, that is what he is doing.
MSc.
So he can be a mentor. Absolutely no problem. He can mentor. See, because up to 12th standard, a child up to 12th standard. So anyone who is after 12, maybe engineer or doctor or MSc or MA, they can be a mentor.
Okay, sir. Another question. Sir, should the idea of the project should be our own idea or we can indirectly use other idea?
You can use indirectly other idea, but there should be innovation. It should not be copy paste.
Yes, that's own idea.
Because as I mentioned, that there is a scrutiny goes on. See, the students, they apply and then all these 10,000, 12,000 projects which comes to us, then we call ourselves as SRC, Scientific Review Committee member. So we go on searching and we have been trained to find out what is copy paste and what is not copy paste. So we search and we remove the project which are copy paste. We look for innovation.
One comment from our director, ma'am. Very nice lecture, Dr. Mahendra Pandey. Thanks.
She writes Mahendra always. It doesn't matter.
So, in any other question, Angsuman Ghosh. Okay. So I think there are. We can see, sir.
Okay.
They are writing. So students are writing now.
Right. No, wait. I have ample of time.
Question, sir. If two or more projects can come up with same idea, then what will be happening?
See, don't worry about that. Leave it to us. The which one is better, that will be selected. Leave it to us.
Sir, okay. There is no question. No. Rampodo Das, can you off your video? Rampodo Das, can you turn off your video? Sir, we heard you talk about all these innovative experimental research, mostly based on case study, but sometimes such kind of research may require a lot of budget. How will you people, common person, of this budget, we can get the fund from the research. And if our government fund of this research, can our country bear so much of this project? So can
well,
all of them can be fruitful, or so how many student project can be accepted?
see, all these examples,
Budget related.
all these examples which I have given to you, these examples, they are not high budget or high laboratory project, except Raghavendra. So he has a contact with IIT Chennai. So he talk and manage with the professor there, the laboratory which he has used. If you don't have forget about that idea. If you are creative, you can have better ideas. You can look at the cost effective. See, once your project has been selected for the national to international level, so then it is our responsibility. Then the government will take care. But till Iris Fair, you have to bear your expense. All right. And it may not be very costly. See, not necessarily that all the things should be costly. Look at a proper alternative. Try to find out a cheaper method. Then that will be the real innovation. Making things more costly is not a good thing. Actually, we have to make it cheaper and better.
Deep Bhushan again asked, sir, where we can find all these information of data of Iris?
Iris National Fair.
Yeah.
Google search Iris National Fair.
Okay, sir. I think now, if participant, students and teacher, if there are further questions, sir, I think they can write us. So we will communicate to you.
Yeah, that's the best thing. That's the best thing.
And they will be touch us. So, okay, I think we can now stop here for question answering session. So another question. I think the police, okay. I think the policy makers will think about how much money should be spent in R&D. A country has to spend a lot of money to develop.
See, you can also answer this question. See, R&D requires no limit, because unless we get an answer, so for example, the vaccine, all right, to develop a vaccine, we do not know how much money was spent on that, because it's not so easy, all right. So there is no limitation for R&D. Particularly. But in these projects, of course, when you had to spend on your own pocket, so naturally you had to think about the budget.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Now we can start question and answer session.
Yes.
So thank you once again, sir, for accepting our invitation in spite of your very busy schedule, and take all of us through a wonderful journey, which definitely provide us all the participants enough idea of thinking out of box. Finally, it is a time I like to propose a vote of thanks. So in this regard, I may say that finally we have come to an end of today's first virtual lecture series of CSIR-CGCRI Student Scientist Connect program. Though we wanted to organize this event in a physical mode, however, we are forced to organize this in a virtual mode, considering the pandemic situation. So we are really very happy that we could successfully organize today's event, and it has been only possible due to sincere support from everybody associated with this event. Hence, it is my great pleasure
Hello, Prasanto.
To vote. So first of all, we are thankful to CSIR. Some technical problem. That's right. So CSIR for giving us this great opportunity to host today's event. I convey my sincere thanks to Dr. Suman Kumari Misra, Director, CSIR-CGCRI, for kindly gracing today's event, delivering the opening remarks, and render continuous support and advice toward organizing this event. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Sri Sitendu Mandal, Chief Scientist and Head of Specialty Glass Division, and Jigyasa Nodal for his constant effort to make this program flawless. He motivated the whole team with minute-to-minute guidance and encouragement in organization of this event. I sincerely thank our chief guest, Dr. Himan Pandey sir, for kindly accepting our invitation and delivering a very beautiful and insightful lecture in today's first virtual lecture series. I also express our gratitude to all the participants, including respected teachers and different schools across our state, and most important, the students who have been the motivation in this event. As a token of appreciation, I would also like to read out the name of the school who have participated today's program. So Jadavpur Vidyapit, Jadavpur, Kolkata, Enkepal Adarsha Shikshayaton, also Kolkata, Modern Land Girls High School, Kolkata, Haltu High School for Girls, and Baliganj Kendriya Vidyalaya. These are also in Calcutta. Now there are some other schools in rural areas like Korora High School, Daspur, Paschim Medinipur, Odisha Vidyasagar Vidyapit, Pingla, Paschim Medinipur, Jamatia Adarsha High School, Tamluk, Purba Medinipur, Basant Chhareswar, Banibhavan, Debra, Paschim Medinipur, and Panchberia High School, Daspur, Paschim Medinipur. Last but not the least, I also wish to sincere thank to all core committee members of Jigyasa program, including Dr. Subhadip Bodhak, Dr. Kaushik Vishwas, Dr. Devdulal Saha, Dr. Anirban Dhar, Dr. Saurabh Nath, Sri Somjyoti Basak, along with our colleague from IT division, Sri Ognibo Adhikari, everyone who has been associated with this event for their tireless contribution to make today's event a great success. So with this, again, I would like to thank all of you on behalf of the organizing committee. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pandey. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.